and some WhyGuru Simran. So if everyone can sit up straight and close their eyes. Satnam Sri Vaheguru Sahib Ji Ek Onkar Satnam Karta Purkh Nirbhau Nirvair Akal Murਤ Ajuni Sapang Gur Prasad Jap ਆਦ ਸੱਚ ਜੁਗਾਦ ਸੱਚ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ ਏਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਦੇ ਸੱਚ ਜੁਗਾ ਦੇ ਸੱਚ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ ਏਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਜੁਗਾ ਦੇ ਸੱਚ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਹਮ ਸੰਤਨ ਕੀ ਰੇਨ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਹਮ ਸੰਤਨ ਕੀ ਸਰਨਾ संत हमारी ओट सतानी संत हमारा गहना हम संतन की रेन प्यारे हम संतन की शरणा संत हमारी ओट सतानी संत हमारा गहना कहा बुद्ध प्रभ तुच्छ हमारी बरन सकै महिमा जो तिहारी हम ना सकत कर सिबत तुम्हारी आप ले हो तुम कथा सुधारी ज्ञान ध्यान किछ कर्म न जाना सार न जाना तेरी सब ते वड्डा सतगुरु नानक जिन कल राखी मेरी ज्ञान ध्यान किछ कर्म न जाना सार न जाना तेरी सब ते वड्डा सतगुरु नानक जिन कल राखी मेरी वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. So just a disclaimer guys, yeah, this is like my first ever talk and I'm not a pracharak, so please forgive me in advance for any mistakes I make. So as you guys know, this talk is going to be on Mahapurush Sant Baba Isha Singh Ji, Nanaksar Kaleran wale. So Sant Baba Isha Singh Ji, they came after Sant Baba Nand Singh Ji. So were you guys all there for the talk for Sant Baba Nand Singh Ji? Because that was like a pretty cool talk, yeah? Yes? No? Hands up? I want to see all those hands really, really high up. Come on guys, you can do higher than that. Alright, quite a few of you then. Okay. So Baba Isha Singh Ji, they were born on the 26th of March in the year 1913. In the Bikrami calendar, that is the 13th of Jeth, they were born in a pind called Gurdwara, which is in Ludhiana. So by birth, they got given the name by their parents as Indar Singh. So for about the first half of this slide, we're going to refer to Babaji as Indar Singh, because their name was then changed by Baba Nand Singh Ji, and then I'll tell you a bit about how that change happened. So the Mata Ji was called Mata Pratap Kaur. Can you guys see, or am I like in the way? Okay, that's fine. So the Mata Ji was called Mata Pratap Kaur, and their Pita Ji was called Sardar Bagga Singh. Kind of a name you don't really hear anymore. They had 4 brothers and 2 sisters. As a child, Babaji would exclude themselves in games and play, keeping to themselves and meditating on Akal Purakh. And they also came from a Kheti Bari family. So when their first meeting with Babaji, the Pind of Jodhara, the Sangat, they did benti to Sant Baba Nand Singh Ji for them to come to the Pind and come and do Parchar. So the first ever Diwan, Baba Isha Singh Ji, as a little boy, they didn't actually go to seek darshan of Babaji. Instead, one of their friends told Indra Singh all about Baba Nand Singh Ji. And we all know how great Baba Nand Singh Ji is, right? Like, we all just like absolutely connect when we hear about their Jeevani. But then Babaji came to Jodhara for a second time. Babaji came in the summer, and actually Baba Isha Singh Ji, they were looking after the crop in their pind. And it was a melon crop. And they were just lying watching the crop, and a voice came to them. It was about like 10 p.m. And the voice was that I have come here for your pala and you're going to sleep. Like, it's 10 p.m, we're like half asleep, right? So Babaji like woke up, like got up really, really quickly. And then they're with their friend. And Babaji's like, oh, I have to go get Baba Nand Singh Ji's darshan now. Like, I have to go. Really, really quickly, I have to go. So they go, and they didn't want to go empty-handed, so they took these panch kharbuje with them as prasad to meet Baba Nand Singh Ji. So then they meet Baba Nand Singh Ji. They go meet them, and Babaji asked them where they came from. They obviously said, oh, they come from Jodhara. Their dad's farm is just down the road. And then Babaji asked them, have you learned much? Like, what's your education like? As they would do, just. And Babaji responded that they were learning a little bit of Urdu, like they knew a little bit of Urdu, but they literally stopped school at like year 2 or whatever grade that is in India, I'm not really sure. Because they didn't actually find interest in this school life. So then Babaji laughed and then says to them that forget about that Urdu, go and learn Gurmukhi. This was the first bachan that Sant Baba Nand Singh Ji gave to Baba Isha Singh Ji as a little boy. That to learn Gurmukhi and to tyag, to detach from Mari Sangat, from Kusangat. Because that bad Sangat isn't really going to benefit you, is it? So then they go and learn Vidya. Baba Nand Singh Ji tells them to go learn Vidya from their Ustad, who is there, called Baba Vidava Singh of Lera Khana. So that's pretty cool that Mahaprabhu told Baba Isha Singh Ji to go and learn from their Ustad, right? So they go, he goes with some of his friends because he didn't want to go by himself, but it was a proper strict, like, Maryada, yeah. His friends stayed for a little bit, but they got proper scared. Like, there was barely, like, it was really, really, it was so strict that water was even scarce. But Babaji persevered. Here, in this slide, you get virtual darshan of the Pothi Sahib that Babaji did Santhya of with Baba Vidava Singh, which is a Bhagat Bani Pothi Sahib. And you can see it's also in the Rivar as well. So while studying under Baba Vadawa Singh Ji, Inder Singh, later to be known as Baba Isha Singh Ji, hears about Baba Nand Singh Ji coming again to the Pind. And then Baba Ji goes and asks Baba Vadawa Singh and goes, can I go? Can I go to have darshan of Baba Ji? Like, he had such a long jar to have darshan. Remember, he wasn't even a proper like sevak of Baba Nand Singh Ji yet. And then Baba Vadawa Singh Ji was like, haan, theek hai, go. And then it was 3 years of studying with Baba Vadawa Singh and going to and fro to Nanaksar for programs that happened. So on one of the times that they went to get darshan, Baba Vadawa Singh said that, yeah, you can go, my seal is set, what I've done for you is done, basically. And then Babaji commanded that if you wish to remain firm in this seva lifestyle, bring your mother along with you so she may make the request. Because you can't really do anything without your Mataji's approval, can you? I know I can't do that. And then if you do, then you probably get told off, right? So they go and sorry. And they go and sorry, forgot something. So actually, in sleep, in dreams, Baba Isha Singh Ji would get a lot of darshan of Baba Nand Singh Ji. And Baba Nand Singh Ji on multiple occasions would give them supan darshan and be like, bring your mum, bring your Mataji to me if you want to embark on this seva journey. So then after that dream, Baba Isha Singh Ji goes to his mum and then goes and tells her everything. And his mum's so happy, so happy that she's like, Aaj to baad mera lal aap ji da. And do we know what that means, guys? What does it mean? Does anybody want to say? Hanji. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hanji. So during those 3 years, right, of studying, Baba Isha Singh Ji actually developed like a sore, a boil on their left arm. And when Mataji said that, Mataji also said that she remembered Baba Nand Singh Ji doing ardas to Baba Nand Singh Ji saying, Hey Baba Nand Singh Ji, mere lal nu sukh upja de, innu ram aave. Meaning that by going into your charan, it will make my son really happy, because that was his one desire, right? Like, we all desire to go into the charan and the sanctuary of these really like loving Gursikhs and saints, right? Even like with this series where you're learning about different Mahapurukhs and sons, you're like, wow, I wish I could have met them. But remember, guys, that you're doing sangat of them by learning about their jeevani week in, week out. So from that day on, Aaj to baad mere lal aap ji da, from that day on, with that stamp of approval from his mum, Sant Baba Isha Singh Ji joined in the seva of Sant Baba Nand Singh Ji. So with the asisa of their mata, Puta Mata ki asis, nimk na bisro tumko har har sada pajaho jagadis. They became a sevak of Sant Baba Nand Singh Ji. Upon becoming a sevak, that boil, that pora disappeared. And all their pains and whatever was on their man, it all just disappeared. So they were actually, Baba Nand Singh Ji said to Baba Isha Singh Ji that these are the sevas you're going to do now that you're at Nanaksar Kaleran. Number 1, prepare the prasad. Number 2, water the flowering plants. And 3, do charu, do the brooming, the sweeping of the Nanaksar Asthan. These were the Hazuri Sevas. All these Hazuri Sevas were given to Baba Inder Singh from Sant Baba Nand Singh Ji. So, how do we get from from Bhai Inder Singh to them being given the name of Ishar Singh? So one day, Baba Nand Singh Ji called Bhai Inder Singh to them. And a young Baba Isha Singh Ji said, what could be spoken about? Why are you calling me? And Baba Nand Singh Ji just says that, Bhai Sahib, your name is Inder Singh, but when we call your name for any garage, for any action, or anything that they want them to do, at that time we say Inder Singh. Inder meaning the Devi Devta, Inder stands in front of us with folded hands. So for this reason, we wish your name to be changed. Inder Singh then asks why and for what reason. And Mahaprabhu replies that when the Sikh Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj says Gur Mantar or Mool Mantar, this is the Pratak remembrance of Parameshwar. So if a name is such that means something of those with a lot of Shakti, like Inder, the Devi Devta, that Shakti Roop comes in front of us. Do you want a Devi Devta coming in front of you, or do you want WhyGuru coming in front of you? WhyGuru, right? So Mahaprabhu replies that if a name is one that reminds us of WhyGuru, giving that Pratak Roop, right? This is the Naam Di Vadiyai. So our names are really important, yeah. You know, when your parents take you and you do the Namkaran ceremony and they give you a name, most Gursikhs, they'll give a name from Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, right? And it means something, right? Means something in Gurmat. And how cool would it be if majority of us had names that literally was like WhyGuru or Ram? You're just uttering WhyGuru, right? So then eventually you do Simran of that name. So after Baba Nand Singh Ji tells Inder Singh this, they go quiet. And then Mahaprabhu says that from this point on, your name will not be Inder Singh, but it will be Ishar Singh. The Sangat will now call you as Ishar Singh, because when we call the name Ishar, all of the qualities of Ishwar, all the qualities of Akal Purkh, all the Gun of WhyGuru, Akal Purkh Sahib Ji become Pratak. When you say Ishar, or other name like Hari, or even WhyGuru. It's cool, right? So, all day and night, Baba Ishar Singh Ji would do seva of the Sangat. Baba Ji would do WhyGuru Jap while sweeping the premises, levelling the ground, and doing the bakka for the Sangat during the hot days and cleaning the dishes. Here you can see a picture of Baba Ji doing the bakka of the Sangat. that looks really, really heavy. And imagine you're doing that for a whole divan, yeah, your arms knackered after that, right? So Babaji would wake up at 12:30 a.m. and go and do Ishnan, go and do the seva of Sant Baba Nand Singh Ji. They would do the Ishnan of Baba Nand Singh Ji before they would go into the Sachkhand Kamara to do their Nitnem. So I thought I'd put this in the slide. I know like majority of people probably know the Sakhi of the Magi Mahina bhajans, but it's pretty important. So Baba Nand Singh Ji had a vichar in their mind that within Nanaksar, a lot of the Bhangam sadhus, so the Bhangams are the people that live within the Nanaksar dera, and Babaji thought that, oh, they hadn't given anything to them, so they would give something. Mahaprabhu knew that the greatest gift that they had was the khajana of Naam Tanla khajana. It's the greatest gift you could ever be given, right? Better than iPhones, chocolates, lindors, like Christmas presents, all that, yeah? So they called all the Bhangam sadhus, so these Bhangams are ones that are like detached and all they're doing is just seva of the sthan, right? And they're just living their lives in bhajan bandagi. So Mahaprabhu did bhajan balas, and at this moment in time it was winter, which is Siyal Rut. And within the winter month, Magh comes. And they explain that out of all the months, Magh is the most uttam of the other months because Magh has more pal than the others. They gave 3 bhajans. Number 1, that the ones who do 1 hour of Nitnem during the month of Magh. By the way, the month of Magh is coming in January to February of 2026. So if you do 1 hour of Nitnem, that the fall of that 1 hour becomes equivalent to 12 hours of Nitnem. And if somebody does one Akhand part in the month of Magh, it is equivalent to 12 Akhand parts, sahibs that are prapat. And if somebody does Gurmantar da jab, this jab becomes equal to 1 year of jabs. So I'd recommend you get all your jabs in Magh, guys. Write that down. So within these Bhangam sadhus was sat Baba Isha Singh Ji, and guess what? Baba Isha Singh Ji did it all. They were sat there listening, and they were like, I'm going to do all of this, I'm doing it, I'm doing everything. That's what they did. They just had a massive jar to do anything and everything in the asthan. Anything the Baba Nand Singh Ji asked, they were the first one there, they were doing it. That childlike jar, we need that for seva and for your relationship with Guru Sahib, right? So, Baba Nand Singh Ji also advised that, well, they gave a bhajan that upon waking, do Ishnan and do your Simran Sadhana. And when it is a japa jap, you are to come to the Guru Card and keep yourself in humility. Why do we keep ourselves in humility after being sat in meditation doing sadhana? It's because this is where Vaheguru bakshish grows. So imagine a bucket, a banda of nimrata, yeah? Imagine you've got like a huge banda of this nimrata. As soon as you hit that nimrata button, yeah, Vaheguru bakshish is growing. So whenever you do a seva or something, don't go big yourself up after, be like, oh, I did this, I did that. Always have nimrata within you. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm a tabla player, and I've grown up a lot with my family saying, don't get a big head. And I was like, yeah, I know. But it's easy to get a big head. because ego comes very, very quickly because it just creeps up on you, right? And they always say to be humble, have nimrata within. So, for the renunciates, the Bhangams, Babaji's rules in the Nanaksar were, sorry, I'm gone ahead now. Okay, so, living under Baba Nand Singh Ji. Baba Isha Singh Ji spent 11 to 12 years of seva with Baba Nand Singh Ji living under very strict discipline. They kept no concern for their body. If they're going to the jungles with Baba Nand Singh Ji, they would be there barefoot. They also used to do seva alongside Sant Sujan Singh Ji. So if you guys heard the Kirtan at the beginning, that was of Sant Sujan Singh Ji. And Sant Sujan Singh Ji is right there. Can you see? Yeah? So, Sant Baba Nand Singh Ji themselves taught Baba Isa Singh Ji Katha Granth Kirtan, how to do Bhog of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, and how to do Ishnan Seva. Basically, all the Seva Mryadas of Nanaksar was taught to Babaji by Mahaprabhu themselves. And you can also see another picture of Baba Isha Singh Ji with Sant Sujan Singh Ji. Number 1 is Baba Isha Singh Ji. Number 4 is Sant Sujan Singh Ji in their later years. And there's a picture of Baba Isha Singh Ji. So, what was the routine of Sant Baba Isha Singh Ji? So, they literally only slept for an hour. They would sleep from 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. I don't know how many of you guys could survive on 1 hour of sleep here. And if they weren't sleeping for that 1 hour, they were always in samadhi. So each night, even at the time they were asleep, they would also be in samadhi. So that sleep really wasn't really sleep, was it? They'd get up at midnight and a sevadar would say Satnam Ji, and Babaji would arise from their samadhi and do Ishnan. At 12:30 a.m. they would go back into samadhi. They would then recite Mool Mantar for some time and then recite 101 Sri Japji Sahibs. At this time, no sevadar had permission to disturb Babaji. And then half an hour before the start of Asa Diwar, Babaji would do Prakash of Guru Granth Sahib Ji and do Bhog of Panjiri and Jal. And then Babaji would then do continuous Jar Sahib over Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj while reciting Panjbani and Nitnem. So then while this is happening, Asa Diwar Kirtan would start. And they would... So the Ragi Singh at that time of Baba Isha Singh Ji was Ragi Kehar Singh. And Ragi Kehar Singh, so the Mryada of Kirtan in Nanaksar would be, there's a shan at the beginning. And shan's like a instrumental. It sounds pretty cool. I'll probably show you guys a video or something after. And then the Ragi Singhs would take turns during Asa Diwar. Then after the Kirtan, they would go to their asan and then return to apply perfume to the Ramallah Sahibs. And then they take Hukamnama Sahib, give prashada, go on a walk, and then also read daily 50 angs, of their Sahaj Path. And 10 minutes before Bhog, the Ragi Singhs would sing Tan Baba Nanak Tu Hi Nirankar. It's a pretty jam-packed morning routine, isn't it? You get 1 hour of sleep, go into Samadhi, do Mool Mantar, 101 Japji Sahibs, all before Asa Diwar, And then do Char Sahib and recite your Panj Bani at the same time. Can you even do a Mool Mantra jap and do Char Sahib at the same time? Yes, no? You guys are like not reacting now. But that was the routine of Baba Isha Singh Ji. So now Sant Baba Nand Singh Ji departs the world and they go to Sachkhand. Baba Isha Singh Ji was very, very distraught. They're in extreme bairag. They had the dastar bandi and given the seat at Nanaksar on the Dasara day, so the 10th day following Mahapurukh's Jana. Their well-being was like this pankti you see. Kabir vir hope angam man basai, mant na mana koe, ram biyogi na jiya, jiya tabaura hoye. So, the snake of separation from the Lord abides within my mind. It does not respond to any mantra. One who is separated from the Lord does not live. If he does live, he goes insane. That was the halat of Baba Isha Singh Ji. One who loved their master, Sant Baba Nand Singh Ji, so much that even when they'd look at like a picture, a painting of Baba Nand Singh Ji, they would just cry. They were just continuously crying. Even if they looked at Jodi of Baba Nand Singh Ji, they would just be emotional. And even if they were telling the Sangat about Baba Nand Singh Ji, they would just stop and sing the Tarna, Khol Mukhra, Muh Bol Pyare, Khol Mukhra, Bol Sache Sahiba. Telling themselves to open your mouth, saying that to Baba Nand Singh Ji, that why aren't you speaking to me? That I miss you, like, you need to speak to me, I want to hear your voice again. They would even stand in front of like a photo of Baba Nand Singh Ji and just cry. So many times they would cry. They were just in a crazy state of bairag. But what also didn't help was that the older Bahangams, yeah, they got proper jealous of Baba Isha Singh Ji. They were like, oh, this guy just came on the block like yesterday, yeah, and now he's like Jathedar and Nanaksar now. We've been there for 20 years doing seva. And you said, Baba Isha Singh Ji is now leader of Nanaksar. So these Bahangams were really jealous and quite angry. They were so resentful that Babaji had achieved and accomplished so much in such a short time. They're about 28 years old at this time. I'm 21, yeah. So imagine what they achieved just at 21 years old. And then, so in 7 years' time, I'll be 28. Like, that's crazy to imagine. So then, because of these Bahangams getting jealous, Babaji had to leave and they had to go to a place called Dehradun. So here's a bhajan that Baba Isha Singh Ji actually said was Mere Ram Har Jan Ka Hao Balajai. So, oh my Lord, I'm a sacrifice to the humble servants of the Lord. Baba Isha Singh Ji actually lived this bhajan because the blessed ones are the ones who connect us to God. We dedicate ourselves to them. That's what Baba Isha Singh Ji did for the rest of his life to Sant Baba Nand Singh Ji. But do we also do that with whoever we learn from, Ustads, Vidya Gurus, parents? Do we? Do we dedicate the rest of our learning to them? Yes, no? I take that as a no. Maybe. And also, Simran and Seva are the two wings. These are the two things that you need for to progress spiritually. Whenever you do Seva, there is also Simran. You got to be doing a japa of some sort while you're doing Seva. And also, wherever you find good virtues, you should also take them on. Because in the Panth, there are so many good things in the Panth, but we don't appreciate them. Do we appreciate the langar that we get? Do we appreciate the virtues that the sevadars in the langar put into the langar in making that? Do we eat it and we just eat it and go, oh, that was such a nice langar? Or if there's like bengan or something you don't like, yeah, or karele, you're like, nah, I don't like that. I also do it too, don't worry. But it's something we should appreciate, no? Same with your Ragi sings as well. Do you appreciate your Ragi sings? You just listen to the Kirtan on the weekend and be like, oh, that sounds nice. And go on. Do you appreciate the kind of work and effort that's put into that? Yes, no? No. We should start appreciating what we have then. I remember I went to Glasgow for a camp, and the Sangat there was so appreciative of us going. Because like Glasgow, yeah, they've got such a beautiful Guru Garh, but like, it's Scotland, isn't it? Like, you have to like drive, like some people, they came from like the Scottish Highlands, which is like hours away. Like, I know somebody who travels an hour and a half just to go to the Guru Garh, or like a 3-hour round trip just to go to a Santhya class. While we're lucky in like Birmingham Wolves, everything's like 30 minutes away. But we take that for granted, you know? Sorry. Like, I know for me recently, I've moved to London for my uni, and it's been a big change for me because even going to the Guru Garh, where my accommodation is, it's like in a random jagah, and I've had to appreciate what I took for granted in the West Midlands because I don't drive there, and the nearest Guru Garh is like an hour away. And I was like, wow, I have to travel an hour and spend money to go to the Guru Garh, wow. But over here, I took it for granted that Guru Sahib's like a walk away from me. So always appreciate what you have, guys, and don't take it for granted. So then, after Baba Isha Singh Ji gets kicked out, well, they don't get kicked out, they just have to leave, innit? They leave and go to Dehradun, which is, I think, in the north of Punjab. And before they leave, actually, Babaji requests a few things. They request a Dilruba, a Vajja, a Jodi, and Mahaprabhu's asan, Baba Nand Singh Ji's asan, to remember them. So they go and tell the Singhs. But then the Bahangams are like, okay, we'll give them to you, but we got to keep Babaji's asan. They wanted to keep that for themselves because they were like being really selfish. But saying that, can you imagine a Guru Garh without a Vajja and a Tabla and a Kirtani? Can you imagine it? No, I know I can't. So those things, so your Saj and a Tablachi, you need them in the Panth because we need Kirtan. If we weren't for Kirtan, yeah, we wouldn't have Sikhi. And that's also another thing we learned from Babaji asking, because then they could do their Parchar wherever they were going. So one of the Singhs felt conflicted as to, okay, I'm going to go ask for these things, but it feels wrong to ask them because what if they say something bad? But then it also feels bad because I can't deny what Baba Isha Singh Ji is like telling me to do. So they took a hukumnama, and the hukum, jiske sir upar tu swami, so dukh kaisa paave comes. That when you stand over our heads, oh Lord and Master, how can we suffer in pain? So that pain of being kicked out of their home, Nanaksar Kaleran, they then go to Dehradun. And then the hukum is just Maharaji's stamp and approval, be like, don't worry, just take your things and go. So Babaji goes to Dehradun and they're staying at somebody's house called Gurdwara Singh. And to actually get to Gurdwara Singh's house, they get picked up by a tanga. And this tanga goes and the tanga guy says to Babaji that I've been asked by Gurdwara Singh and I've been told that there are 4 Singhs and to sit them in this tanga. So they go and sit in the tanga, right? And they arrive at Gurdwara Singh's Kothi, their house. And Baba Isha Singh Ji and the other Singhs entered in the house. And Babaji after some time said that the tanga you sent for us is outside. He brought us here from the station. And Gurdwara Singh was in proper shock. He was like, huh? What do you mean there's a tanga? I didn't send you a tanga. Who is this person who has taken my name and has picked you up? And who's outside my house right now? They didn't call for a tanga. So then Gurdwara Singh and their family, they go outside the house. There wasn't a tanga or a tanga wala, the tanga guy. This was a kotak of Baba Isha Singh Ji. Because where did that tanga come from? Right? They got shocked, and after seeing this miracle, they said that from this day on, we will utter your name and only call you Babaji. And also with Babaji, the Kirtan was Baba Kaur Singh. So they spend 8 months in Dehradun, and then they go back to Jordana. So in Jordana, they continued the Nanaksar Maryada started by Vade Babaji. Remember, Jordana, where is that? But who was born there? Have you forgot already? Yeah. I want to hear that louder, guys. I know it's like 7, 8, yeah. Come on, let's be a bit loud. Good. So at Jordana, they had regular Path, Katha and Kirtan. Baba Isha Singh Ji also arranged 101 Akhand Path Sahibs of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. And following this, they organized a 28-day Sampat Akhand Path. So a Sampat Path is within the Baba Nand Singh Ji slides. Do you guys remember what that is? Yes? You're going to have to go back in your notes, guys. So here is the picture of all the sayings that were involved in that Sampat Akhand Path Sahib in Jordana. I'm pointing at the wrong thing. And there's Baba Isha Singh Ji in the middle. And then Babaji had in their mind that they want to go to Hazur Sahib. So they go, and they get to the Hazur Sahib station and Nandir station. And they get directed to Baba Nidan Singh of Gurdwara Langar Sahib, Asthan. And they go meet them. Baba Nidan Singh said, you can stay here at Langar Sahib, you get all your suhulta, like you don't have to worry about nothing when you're here, yeah, you get everything that you need. And Babaji's like, I'm not here for any convenience. I'm just here for darshan of Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. And even through any pain or happiness, we just want seva at the charan of Kalgidhar Parchar. So they do that. and they set up their bhajan bandigi. They just sit and do meditation in Hazur Sahib, like on the inside by like one of the nagaras. And a Guru Sikh Khudran Singh comes. He's doing Parkarma around Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj within Takht Sahib, and his sight actually fell on Sant Baba Isha Singh Ji. But when they looked at Baba Isha Singh Ji's chehra, their face, they got very surprised and amazed, because all they could see was this bright noor coming from Babaji's face. Then they do a Prakarma a second time. They look at Babaji's face again, their eyes just attract like a moth to light. And all they could see, it was like the whole entire universe was Prakash from Baba Isha Singh Ji's face. And then the third Prakarma, Ran Singh did matha take and sat near them and asked, who is this Mahatma, who is this great being? And the Singhs reply, oh, this is the Parmukh Sevadar of Sant Baba Nand Singh Ji. This is Baba Isha Singh Ji. So when the Singh heard this, they asked if they could do seva too with Baba Isha Singh Ji, and if they were doing Parchar. The Singh said, nah, they're not doing Parchar just yet. And then Baba Isha Singh Ji themselves asked Baba Ran Singh what his name is and what he does as a profession. He responds with his name, and he says that the work he does is working at a small hotel business. And then Babaji asks, what did you do before you worked at the hotel? And then he responds that he was in the seva of Sant Baba Nand Singh Ji, revealing that they used to read Rera Sahib at Nanaksar Kaleran every evening. And they also do the Katha of Bhagat Mala as well, and do the Charu Seva at Nanaksar Asthan. And after telling these three sevas that Ran Singh used to do, Babaji said that because of these seva, that's why we've had our milap today, that's why we've met. So then Baba Isha Singh Ji asks Ran Singh to tell them where a good place is to stay. And Ran Singh said that they will take Babaji to Gurdwara Banda Kart Sahib. And there's a place for good bhajan bandigi there. And when they went there, they did benti that by the Gurdwara is Ran Singh's hotel business and to have some cha pani. So they took them there and they had some cha pani. And they actually stayed there. So Baba Isha Singh Ji's routine at Hazur Sahib was wake up and do Ishnan in the Godavari River at 12:30 a.m. Remember, yeah, that river is really massive and it's probably freezing cold at like 12:30 a.m. Then they do their Simran Sadhana, and then they go to Takht Sahib and listen to Asa Diwar. Then after Kirtan is finished, they're then engaged in Hathi Seva. Baba Isha Singh Ji stayed at Hazur Sahib for a month. And during that time, Ran Singh, the Gur Sikh, served seva to Babaji, was serving cha twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. But the owner of the hotel actually ordered Ran Singh to empty out the hotel and send Baba Isha Singh Ji out. And Ran Singh got so upset because, like, they were so blessed with doing the seva and Sangat Mahapurakh, and now they have to kick them out and have them stay somewhere else. They spoke to Babaji about this, and Babaji goes, Jo WhyGuru karda, o change karda. Meaning that WhyGuru is doing this for your benefit, even if it may seem bad. But then Ran Singh further questioned it and was like, what about my gristi? What about my householder life? You know, as anybody overthinks when something bad happens, oh, what if, what if, what if? When Babaji's just like, you know what you need to do? Go to Kalgitar Parchar and do ardas. Go do an ardas until your mind is settled. And they go do that. They're like Sat And at the time, Ran Singh is walking towards Hazur Sahib to go and do the ardas to Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. And a Singh stopped Singh, a random Singh, and he goes, I heard what happened to you, Singh. I heard that you've pretty much like lost your job. And they said that near that hotel was their hotel. So this stranger Singh was like, okay, you can work a shift at my hotel. And Ran Singh was so happy. He was like, wow, I didn't even get to do ardas yet, and already like Baba Ji ne kirpa kiti already. And this is where Baba Isha Singh Ji stayed, was at that new hotel. And then Baba Isha Singh Ji actually returns to Hazur Sahib 2 years later and met Ran Singh. And Baba Ji asked how they are, how's your hal chal? And Ran Singh's in a bad state again. He's like, man, I've only got an income of 100, 200 rupees. And he was like, and Baba Isha Singh Ji then did a bhajan that, okay, Kalgidhar Maharaj is going to bless you with Pahari Seva. But then Ran Singh asks, can I come to Punjab with you? Can I go back? And Baba Isha Singh Ji's like, no, your Seva's here and then there. You have to stay here now and fulfill your Seva. And that Kalgidhar Parchar will bless you with that. And then Bhai Sahib asks to please do kirpa on them, for Baba Isha Singh Ji to do kirpa on them. And then Baba Ji asks, how much Nitnem do you do? Tell me, and what do you do? And then Bhai Sahib responded that whatever you do, I do too. And Baba Ji responds that you've done the seva Sant Baba Nand Singh Ji in your home, put an asana of Sant Baba Nand Singh Ji within your home in a separate kamra. And do your Nitnem there. Place Toop, Tikka, Jal, Jot, sit there and do your Nitnem. And whenever you do your Nitnem there, whatever you want will become prapit. So Bhai Ran Singh listens. And after this, Baba Ji returns to Chodara Sahib. And then they go again to Hazur Sahib to meet Ran Singh. And then Ran Singh's in proper, like, loads of Chardi Kala. Like, he's like bouncing off the walls of how Chardi Kala and how happy he is. And guess what? Guess what happens to him? He brought Jameel and the new hotel for 250,000, for 2.5 lakh and 3 lakh. And on that land, he also built a Nanaksar Asthan. All because of the kirpa of doing a Nitnem in the asana of Sant Baba Nand Singh Ji. All because of the bhajan that Baba Isha Singh Ji gave to them. So the ones who did the Sangat of Sant Baba Isha Singh Ji, yeah, they're in so much Chardikla that they forgot all the hardships that they're in before. Remember I said Ran Singh was like bouncing off the walls with how much Chardikla he was in. That's Baba Isha Singh Ji's kirpa. So there's another bhajan that they gave. Brahm binda tisda brahmat raha ek sabad livlaye. So the one who knows God and who lovingly focuses his attention on the one word of the Shabad keeps himself spiritually intact. So only those who have realized the essence of Akal Purukh will have their wisdom stand firm. And essentially, by turning your face towards the sun when it's a sunny day out, your shadow falls behind you, right? That's what happens. By turning your face to Sukh and the shining bright of a sun, yeah, all your darkness will fall behind. All your dukh will go, you'll forget about it essentially, because you don't actually realize your shadow's behind you, do you? Same goes with your dukh. And there's a pankti there, which you guys can save or write down. Helps you remember this bhajan. So then, One day, one of the Singhs, Gurmukhi Singh, went to Babaji saying that they're thinking of going to Gwalior to get a job. And Babaji replies saying, hey, I was thinking of going back to Nanaksar. And they're all so surprised, and they were like, the Bahangams were like, khoon de pyase, man, they're ready to kill you, why are you ready to go back? And Baba Nand Singh Ji did the bachan that they had darshan of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj in Bira, saying that if you go there, nothing will happen to you. And at this time, the Sangat increasingly felt that Baba Isha Singh Ji was the very image of Baba Nand Singh Ji. And at Nanaksar Kaleran at this time, unfortunately, the discipline kept within the Asthan was not proper. So then they go in a car to Nanaksar with Gurmukhi Singh, and they put up a tent under a tree, and a lot of Sangat came. And then Babaji does a bachan that they're going to build a sarovar. I spelled that wrong. So this is when they build the Nanaksar sarovar. If you type in Nanaksar sarovar on your iPads, laptops, phones, yeah, you can see what it looks like now. So an engineer called Surjit Singh estimates that this sarovar will, you'll need 3 lakh rupees, which is I think 300,000, and it will take 1 year to be built. And Babaji's like, it can't be a year, because Baba Nand Singh Ji said they gave a bachan that the water must be put in the sarovar by the next Purnamashi, because Sangat are going to do Ishnan there. And the next Purnamashi is there's a month gap. And that's a very short time to make a sarovar, yeah? And some of the Singhs and the Sevadars, they actually laughed when Baba Isha Singh Ji said this. So then Baba Isha Singh Ji calls a Singh called Mahant Ram Singh and asked him to go to Kaleran to prepare and bring deg for just 125 rupees. And then on the 13th of Har, the last week of June, following the bachan of Sant Baba Nand Singh Ji, Babaji starts digging to make the sarovar. And he does 13 hits with the spade thing, just go tuck, 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 and picked up 5 baskets filled with the soil and takes it out. And all of a sudden, it just started raining. It was a very hot time of the year, because June, and India in June, yeah, it's boiling hot, yeah. And then all the Sangat helped out making this sarovar, and it got done in 28 days. It was all done by the next Purnamashi with Guru Sahib Ji's Kripa. Now, I just want you guys to have that in your mind, yeah? Can you imagine a sarovar being made in 28 days? Well, sarovars are pretty big as well. You've seen the Amritsar sarovar, right? Well, I'll come back to that one. So, Babaji's Parchar and the Vans. So, Sangat from a lot of cities and villages kept requesting their time. And accepting the Bentis, Babaji gave their time across pretty much a lot of places in India. They held the Diwans in a lot of cities and villages and historical sites, connecting the Sangat to Guru Sahib and Guru Nanak Dev Parchar Ji's Sikhi. They regularly visited Takht Sahib. They went every Vaisakhi to Takht Sri Damdama Sahib, also visiting Sri Amritsar Sahib, and also holding Diwans outside of Amritsar and at Manji Sahib as well. They also went to Patna Sahib and did Diwali at Hazur Sahib, went to Bombay, Indore and Gwalior over 2 months. And then in 1954, they went by train to Kolkata, and observed Kathak Purnamashi there. And then they went to Delhi. And then 3 years later again went to Kolkata by cars and buses. And then went to Delhi. Agra, Gwalior, Kanpur, Allahabad, Banaras, loads of places. I don't even know where half of these places are. A lot of places where they did Parchar. The main focus of Babaji's Parchar was Amrit Sanchars. They emphasized that you need to take Amrit and give your head to Guru Sahib Ji. They encouraged thousands to take Amrit and live in the discipline of Guru Sahib. So, for example, when they went to Jalandhar, 1,000 Sikhs took Amrit. When they went to Unna Sahib, 700 took Amrit and 1,000 in Kolkata. So I think, don't quote me on this, you can double check, I might be wrong. I think about 700,000 people took Amrit. I might be incorrect though. Even during the India-China war in 1962, Babaji was holding the wands. If you ask some of your older generation what they were doing in Punjab in 1962, they'd probably tell you that they were a kid and they were hiding in bunkers during like the air raids. But Baba Isha Singh Ji and also painting their door black for the blackouts. Baba Isha Singh Ji was out and about doing Parchar. They didn't stop. Not even a war could stop them. They held 29 days of the wands from November to December, and they continued without a break. The Diwans were held in open common spaces for the aim for everyone to come, so they could have maximum Sangat come, so they could benefit. They held morning and evening Diwans and daytime Diwans in nearby villages. The aim of this was so all the Diwans was to have as many people partake in Amrit Sanchars and be joined to Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. In talks and speeches, this is what Baba Isha Singh Ji emphasized. And whenever Sikhs were ready, they would always send a jatha to give out Amrit. And then on request to even extend programs, they would set a target of 100 new Amritdharis in a day. So while they did Gatha, this picture, is when they're at Amritsar, at Harmandir Sahib. And this one is of them in a car. So, in Kathas, everybody loved Baba Isha Singh Ji's Katha. They would draw from their own experience of Baba Nand Singh Ji, and they would also explain Gurbani with pretty relatable examples, and also give references from Bhai Gurdas Ji's Vara and Bhai Nandlal Ji's Bani. They also made everyone laugh, made people cry, made people laugh once or twice, but the Sangat was all laser focused. A lot of Sangat enjoyed that they spoke simple, plain Punjabi. And they spoke with such a tone, with such sweetness and a smiling face, which had such a magnetic effect on the Sangat that thousands would be listening for hours in deep peace and full dhyan. No political discourse was allowed in the Diwan. Everything was just on Gurbani or Dharam conversations. Many political leaders even came to their Diwan for darshan. And you respected them all, but in the Diwan, he spoke only of Dharam. So when you're in Darbar, or you're having vichar, this political discussions of what's happening in the world, because that's not really going to benefit you. To speak only of Dharam, These are the things that are going to help you in deepening your love for your Sikhi, isn't it? Unless you're talking about something political in Sikhi, then that's great. But like majority of things that happen in the world, it's just hukum of Akal Purkh. So they're not for us to ponder on. We should only be pondering on Gurbani, Itihas, right? So, by keeping your conversation to Gurmat, this is how you make Guru Sahib Ji your friend. This is another bachan of Sant Baba Ishwar Singh Ji. Jaka meet sajan hai samiya, tis jana kaho ka ki kamiya. So those who have the Lord as their friend and companion, tell me what else do they need. So when you make friends with Guru Sahib Ji, you're lacking nothing. You've got everything. When Guru Sahib Ji is your best friend, you got the best person to rant to. You got the best person to talk politics to because they know like what's happening in the world. So have that innocence and childlike qualities when you do a matha tek. Like sometimes I'll get excited if I'm matching with Guru Sahib Ji's Ramallah. I'll be like, oh my God, I'm wearing a pink suit. Oh my God, Guru Sahib Ji's wearing a pink Ramallah tee. But you gotta have that innocence. Baba Nand Singh Ji used to say, view Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj as if Guru Nanak Dev Ji themselves are sat there in their human form. Often you'll also notice that they do Chor Sahib very, very high, and they do it in a curve. Why? Because we view as Guru Sahib Ji sitting there in their physical form. When you have a relationship with like that, yeah, it changes your life. And then, Janki Pook, Tera Naam Ahar. Your name is the food to satisfy the hunger of your humble servants. So, I'll tell you a different Sakhi about Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Taking a bit of time, but I'm nearly done, I promise. So when Guru Nanak Dev Ji was doing Kirtan with Bhai Mridana Ji, they wouldn't eat because Kirtan was their appetite, Kirtan was their hunger, Kirtan is what fed them. And Baba Nand Singh Ji actually gave a bhajan once saying that Kirtan is your khuraak, it's what fills you up, is your appetite. Now, when you listen to a really nice shabad or really nice Kirtan, do you feel hungry after? Or you feel hungry, then you stop feeling hungry? Has that ever happened?
Do you mean physically hungry or like?
Physically hungry. Yeah. Anybody else? Well, you're not paying attention to what you're feeling. Well, that's what Kirtan does as well. Also makes you not pay attention to what you're feeling. Because it fills everything that you've got in your body and just makes you feel like you're floating, essentially. So to sing the jas of Guru Sahib Ji, that is one of the greatest dats. To partake in Kirtan is a very big gift from Guru Nanak Dev Ji themselves. In Nanaksar, actually, they would have, so do you guys know what a jodi looks like? It's like a big looking tabla with like atta on it and then a little one on the side, yeah? So in their Kirtan, that would be atta. Now it's not an atta tamma, it's a masala one on the underneath of the skin. So just imagine like some like gond, like wet atta like, on it. And after Asa Divar, by that time, if you ever see jodi, yeah, the atta's like everywhere, like it's making a mess, yeah. So after the Divan, Bibiyan would actually pick up the atta pieces from the floor and then they make a prashad out of it. I promise you it doesn't sound gross, yeah, it probably does a little bit, but hear me out. So the Bibiya would pick the atta pieces from that jodi, from that full Asa Divar, and then they'd feed it to the deaf. They feed it to deaf and they get the hearing back. that is the Vardiyai of Kirtan. I had to tell that Sakhi because I'm like a tabla player, and like that's one that when I got told that, I was like, wow. I was like, whoa. The bhajan bandagi of those kirtanis that you don't appreciate, they put so much hours into that daat, into that gift. To the katha wajik downstairs at 6 p.m. when he's doing katha, do you appreciate the katha that he's doing? It's a really nice Surj Prakash katha, but are you appreciating that? Do you appreciate the Bibi doing Chaur Sahib? Do you appreciate the Granthi Singh reading the part? All these things take a long time to excel at and master. When you're at work, I'm sure you guys are working adults, yeah? Do you appreciate the amount of time it's taken to be good at your jobs? I know we've got teachers, probably doctors, nurses, engineers in this room, yeah? It takes a long time to be good at those jobs, right? But do we appreciate the time it takes to be able to serve and build up that skill set? And another bhajan, Hum Santanisyo Bani Ai. I am hand in glove with the saints. So imagine your hand going into your gloves in the winter time. That is the relationship between the saints and us. Sorry. So here you got Baba Isha Singh Ji, Sant Miha Singh Ji, Siar Sahib Wale, and Sant Surjit Singh Ji, Kanori Wale, and some other Mahapurush in the background at Dara Sahib. There is a picture, yeah, of both Baba Isha Singh Ji, Sant Isha Singh Ji, Nanaksar Kaleran Wale, and Sant Baba Isha Singh Ji, Dara Sahib Wale, but I forgot to put it in there. But if you Google it, yeah, it's like proper HD quality, it's nice. So that is the saints being hand in glove with each other. And also this bhajan as well. Oh wait, no, that's the Amrit Naam Nidan Hai Mil Piv Ho Pai. The importance of Amrit Naam. Oh, you're going to take a picture of that, sorry. So now we go towards Babaji going to Sachkhand. So Babaji actually gave some clues before they were going to go to Sachkhand. Some Sangat asked them to come for Puram Mash, and they were like, they didn't really say anything. And also at the end of their last Divan, they Balad Fateh, but didn't actually do that, and that was a bit strange. Sorry. But you know what just also brings in how amazing Sant Baba Isha Singh Ji were, was that they literally did a whole pura din at the Asthan. And then they did all their seva, did all their duty at Nanaksar, and then after Dara Sahib, they went to Sachkhand. They left their Sarir after a full day of serving the Sangat. The Sangat came first, and then they left their body. And then here you can see I've kind of badly organized the pictures, but you can. That's the darshan of their Swarup. They were 50 years old, and their Barsi is coming up on Monday, the 6th of October. And there's a program at Nanaksar Birmingham if you guys want to go. So here you got some pictures of the Antam Sanskar, I think. See that bottom picture there? That is when they did their Jal Prava, and there was so much Sangat here that it was just going on for miles and miles. And then you can also see they also started doing a Nagar Kirtan in the memory of Baba Isha Singh Ji. So the main message of Sant Baba Isha Singh Ji was Amrit Ville Utho, Isnan Karo, Guru Nanak Sahib da dhyan rakho, Man bahar nahi jayega, Nitnem Karo, Dharam Asthan te matha teko, te dharam di kirat karo. And also, eh log sakhiye paralok suhele, Nanak had prabh, aap hai mile. Meaning that, wake up at Amrit Villa, do your Ishnan, put all your concentration on Guru Nanak Sahib Ji, and your mind won't go anywhere. Do your Nitnem, and do Matha Tek at your Dharam Asthan, at your Guru Kar, and do Dharam Dikir, do something do some religious work. Either use your skill set with your jobs for your Dharam, or also have another skill where you use that, like teach kids or something. But that was Babaji's main message. And the Hukamnama when Babaji left their Sarir, I don't know why it said career yet, but the Mac doesn't know what a Sarir is, apparently. So it was Gurke Charat. Oh no, man. It was Gurke Charan Vaserid Peter, Sob Lakhan Prabhakine. And you can read the rest of it. That was the Hukamnama. Also another teaching that Baba Isha Singh Ji Sahib Ji has given us after their departure. They did a lot. What we see at Nanaksar, if you go to any Nanaksar Guru Karya, that Maryada has only been upheld because of Sant Baba Isha Singh Ji. Because remember, them Bangams were like ruining Nanaksar Kalera because they were so jealous for some random reason. When they returned, they made it lively again, to put it into simple words. So Guru Sahib Ji's feet are within your heart, and they bless us with good fortune. Guru Sahib Ji has put their kripal on us, and the treasure of Naam, the Naam Nidan is within the mind. Guru Sahib Ji is our Rakhwara, Rakhbero Guru Rakhwaro Meet, our only best friend and our saving grace. Guru Sahib Ji is continuously blessing us, and they save all beings and creatures, giving them their Akal Purkh Sahib Ji's darshan. This was the final teaching of Sant Baba Isha Singh Ji in the Hukamnama. And now there are some Amolak bhajans. I don't know if you can see that yet. It kind of took a while to write all of that down, but you can zoom in and take a picture of it. I did it in Punjabi and also translated into English. So these are the bhajans for Sahi Jeevan Jach, which means the right way of living. There's 52 of them. I don't know why the English one says 50. Is it really that small? I'm so sorry. There's also a Punjabi one as well. And then this was the, ooh, okay, and then we're done. Okay, this was also the, okay, I don't know what's happening. Okay, this was the routine of Nanaksar Kalera. Well, it still is the routine of Katha and Kirtan that's happening all the time. So Amrit Villa, 1:30 to 3 in the hot season is Sukhmani Sahib. Then Asa Diwar starts, then is Samapti. Then in the evening, you've got Ladivar Katha, Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, and also Faridkot Wale Tika Katha. Then is Kirtan, then Rara Sahib and Ardas, then Kirtan again, then Samapti, then Kirtan Soila. But yeah, that is that. And I'm really, really sorry for my mistakes if I've made any, or if I have made any mistakes, please forgive me. Bhulla chuka di khima. Vaheguru ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki Fateh.